Here's what we're working on for Fox 59 News Live at 5.
Another round of winter weather is moving in for us, and several more rounds still on the way. We'll let you know how much more we'll see tonight and when we'll see additional chances for snow in the forecast.
Dismayed by deaths, a somber day in Indianapolis. 4 more lives are lost to gun violence. Now city leaders and the Fraternal Order of Police are clashing over a solution.
That can't be impacted by law enforcement necessarily. I can't police the heart.
Tonight, the detrimental impact that these killings are having on our neighbors and how police are responding to claims that they're not doing enough.
Plus, raising awareness. Local groups standing up to human trafficking in a big way. Tonight, the new information you need to know so children aren't misused and abused.
Case closed. A local police officer cleared of a crime after he shot and killed a man. The 2 pieces of evidence that shaped prosecutors' decision.
From Indiana's #1 news source, this is Fox 59 Live at 5.
Right now, live at 5, Central Indiana getting hit with another round of winter weather. You see it right here on Live Guardian radar.
Fox 59's Drive Cam. It's also some slick streets for the evening commute. We are showing you live here what people are going to be dealing with as they head back home.
And we'll take you back out on the roads in just a moment. But first, Krista McAdany is here with a detailed look at the system we're seeing here tonight.
Yeah, I can tell you this looks better than what we had Wednesday, where we had all of that ice come down right for that evening commute into the early evening hours. We just have some light snow. Good. That's coming down now, but it's certainly going to be a concern for the chance for some slick spots out there, not just through the evening hours, but into early tomorrow morning. Something you'll just need to be aware of. We have a little moisture coming down, so I'm already on the roadways. So absolutely could be some issues out there. This is the view out in Fishers, where we've had a few flakes falling, a little bit of a breeze, and we still have some snow showers left over from earlier in the day left on the ground. But Live Guardian radar really isn't looking too bad, and it's been improving very quickly over the past hour, where the snow showers that we have been seeing have been drying up very fast. And that's what we'll continue to see with this trend through the rest of the evening hours. We're going to continue to see those chances just dwindle down, but certainly keeping the possibility of a few flurries in the forecast. You can see heavier earlier this afternoon, and now it is really lightening up. But this is all part of a bigger system that is also bringing severe weather to our southeast. We'll show you that here in just a moment, but we're on the cold side of this. And Fox Futurecast shows the chance for just a few spotty snow showers later tonight, and then we'll have another resurgence of snow as we head into early Friday morning for a few of us. But the concern is with this little moisture that we have and the fact that temperatures are still and have been all day below freezing. They're at 30 degrees in Indianapolis and 28 here at our Fox 59 studio. That this moisture, as it comes in contact with the ground, certainly could cause some slick spots out there, could cause some icing out there, because it's had all day long for those actual ground temperatures to fall below freezing as well. So for the rest of the evening, we're going to see temperatures hovering in the upper 20s, lower 30s for the next few hours before they drop down into the mid 20s overnight. A few of our counties under a winter weather advisory until 10 a.m. tomorrow morning, and we have several shots of snow showers as we head into the weekend. We'll time those out in a few minutes. Dan?
All right, Krista, thanks. We'll see you then. We have our eyes on the roads tonight as well. Some slick spots out there as Hoosiers head home for the night. Thankfully, we can tell you the commute not expected to be as bad as yesterday, as Krista just mentioned. Coming up in our next half hour, we'll hear from state police on 3 ways you can avoid a slide-off.
The Indianapolis Department of Public Works tells Fox 59 they will have about 80 drivers out to treat the roads overnight as needed. Crews are also on standby for any fallen trees or power lines. As always, you are encouraged to report any issues to the Mayor's Action Line, and we have that number. You'll find it at fox59.com. Now, you can also track this weather right on your phone with our Fox 59 Weather Authority app. Our app is also free for all devices.
Breaking news in the Brian Kill case. The suspect, Buster Hernandez, is in court right now after agreeing to plead guilty to 41 counts, including child pornography, threats, and extortion, and witness tampering. This investigation started 5 years ago when online threats prompted the evacuation and closure of Plainfield schools and businesses. After identifying Hernandez as the suspect, prosecutors filed dozens of new charges. They say Hernandez forced hundreds of minors across the United States to send sexually explicit images by threatening them with murder or rape if they did not comply. We're monitoring that court hearing right now. We'll let you know if the judge accepts that guilty plea.
New tonight, the Howard County coroner confirms 25-year-old Lachey Youngbeard was shot and killed. Her death has been ruled a homicide. Investigators believe she was held against her will, beaten and burned with hot water for several days. Another unidentified man says he was also tortured. Now, investigators tell us these 3 men now in custody in connection with this case. Breaking news we brought to you just in the last hour. Troy Wilson, Uriah Levy, and Stephen Allen are all expected to be charged with criminal confinement. Police confirm these men knew the victims.
Tonight, Metro Police are searching for a killer after 4 people were found murdered inside an apartment near 42nd and Mithofer. These killings are raising a lot of concerns among community members. Fox 59's Jesse Wells shows us what police know so far.
Police were first called to this apartment on a report that the back door had been shattered. Officers arrived 3 minutes later and found 4 people dead inside. Now investigators are trying to piece together exactly what led up to that violence.
Yes. And Father, there's going to be fear in the hearts. Even
Holding hands and bowing their heads, the police chief joined with faith leaders, standing in a circle and praying for justice after 4 young people were murdered.
my heart is broken.
By the time officers arrived Wednesday night, 3 men and 1 woman were already dead on scene. Those victims have been identified as 19-year-old Jalen Roberts, 20-year-old Marcel Wills, 21-year-old Braxton Ford, and 21-year-old Kimari Hunt. The police chief claims his officers do have some ideas on why the killings took place, but nothing is official just yet.
We think a possible motive may be robbery, but once again we come back to how does that justify the taking of 4 lives?
We don't believe that this was a random event, so I think that the scene tends to show that that they were familiar with one another. The victims and suspects probably were familiar with one another. As far as a motive, at this point we're not sure.
The case's lead investigator added he can't solve the case alone and joined his boss to urge the public to come forward and help.
There's answers out there. There's people who know. Our detectives are dedicated to finding the people responsible for this, and I know they'll work hard. The tragedy we saw last night, it doesn't make any sense, but we're focused on holding accountable the person or persons that is responsible for this.
Finally, the outside of this building does have surveillance cameras, but so far police have not released any images of possible suspects in the case. As always, anyone with information on the case can contact Crime Stoppers. Jesse Wells, Fox 59 News.
All right, thanks, Jesse. Last night's quadruple homicide happened just 2 hours after a city-county council committee controlled by Democrats struck down a proposal by Republicans to establish a commission to examine violent crime in Indianapolis.
The vote by the Public Safety and Criminal Justice Committee was right along party lines, and that plan was endorsed by the Fraternal Order of Police.
Now, today, Mayor Hogsett said his administration did not need another official committee or study to determine that poverty, illegal guns, and drugs can lead to violent crime. Here's what he said.
Think about that for a minute. Committee, commission, planning council, board, bureau, panel, agency. The idea that if we only had one more bureaucratic entity studying violence, then our problems would be solved. That is ludicrous.
But FOP President Rick Snyder is telling us he feels much differently on this issue. And tonight, he is speaking out against the mayor's approach.
Where's the action and where's our leaders? And so I look forward to seeing it today. I was hopeful to see it this morning, and it was made clear they have no plan.
Snyder, his group, along with 4 area ministers, are planning to announce their own Citizens Commission on Criminal Justice Outcomes, which could include community meetings as well. Now, this shooting happened just down the street from the James and Rosemary Phelan Leadership Academy, and leaders in that school say they are disgusted by the lack of leadership and safety in their neighborhood.
Strong words that they're using tonight. Well, Fox 59's Melissa Crash live in the newsroom now with their reaction. And Melissa, they say that this impact, their students are seeing it too.
Yes, that's right. Phelan Academy has multiple students who have been victims of gun violence themselves. Their principal shared with me that she got a call from a young student who heard last night's shooting and then moved her bed away from the window because she was scared bullets would come flying in. That's the reality this community is now facing. This afternoon, the school released a strongly worded statement saying Mayor Hogsett is not keeping his citizens safe, adding that he is, quote, failing miserably at this core responsibility. Leaders at Phelan Leadership Academy say they met with the deputy mayor last summer and proposed an 18-point action plan, but they claim they have not heard back from the mayor's office since.
There should be that urgency. It doesn't exist right now, and I'm hopeful that there will be some action put behind kind of hollow words that happened at the press conference this morning.
Now, we asked the mayor for his response to these accusations. We just received a statement into our newsroom. It reads in part, quote, I share the frustrations and anger of so many today, but I remain confident that through collaboration, engagement, and partnership, we can take real action. Phelan leadership did share with us some of their ideas to reduce violence. Those include doubling the number of officers on patrol, funding a community center, and demolishing vacant apartment buildings. We will update you on what happens with their proposals. Reporting now in the newsroom, I'm Melissa Crash, Fox 59 News.
All right, Melissa, thank you. We know a lot of families are talking about this tonight, so we will stay on top of this story. In the meantime, a new state-of-the-art park could be coming to a local city.
We're going to give you an inside look at the plan coming up next.
Plus, searching for a solution, the CDC wants to streamline the process of finding a cure for the coronavirus. How they plan to do it, that's coming up next.
And tuning down tariffs, China announcing plans to scale back taxes on some American products. The products that could soon be cheaper for you to buy. Straight ahead.
And we've been dealing with another round of some light snow showers out there. They've been easing, but we have additional rounds of snow that are still on the way. We'll let you know when they arrive and how much snow you could see.
And before the break, another live look at the roads tonight.
Right now, they're a little bit slick for the evening commute. We'll check back in with Krista just in 2 minutes, so stick around. We'll be right back.